Okay, we're going to look at the coefficient of variation. And so we're going to have this problem here. Whoops, sorry for that coming back off. And where we're going to create the coefficient of standard deviation, or coefficient of variation, which is the standard deviation divided by the mean times 100%. And so we're going to notice we have data here, and we want to grab it. We want to open it in Excel, and we want it to be, open it in Excel. We want to make sure, we'll save this, we'll hit done. We'll come over here and open it. And again, I'm going to increase my view so that we can see what happens here. And we'll calculate the coefficient of variation for both of these pieces of data. So let's find my view, increase the size of it so it's visible here. So I'm going to make, for the heights, I want to make the coefficient of variation, CV, and for the weights. Now what we have to check is we come back into the program, or to the question, and the coefficient standard deviation, find the coefficient for, this is a sample data set. So when we find the standard deviation, we want to use the sample standard deviation. We're going to do this all in one command. So it's a division, so we're going to say equal, and we're going to put upstairs the standard deviation dot s of the heights, which is h2 to h13, or to a13, sorry, a2 to a13. So the standard deviation divided by the mean, which is the average of a2 divided by a13. So we have the standard deviation divided by the average, and then the result is multiplied by 100. And where did I typo? I'm having a lot of typos tonight. Oh, yep, I forgot a parenthesis at the end. There's a parenthesis at the end. That's what I forgot. And so the coefficient of variation is 6.1%. Now we're going to make the same calculation here, but because these columns are next to each other, I can just drag this over to, and it will do the two calculations. And so what we see is the percentage of variation in heights is less than weights. This means that the heights are tighter around the mean than the weights are. And if we go back to the description of this data set, and look at it, we see that this is telling us that the height is more of a choosing factor than the weight was, that the sample clusters more closely to the height than to the weight.